everybody's well. It's been a while since we've been in touch. We wanted to talk about the difficulties that couples have between each other, the challenges. We wanted to kind of talk a little bit more like nuts and bolts about some of the real challenges that come up between us. There are, of course, times where we have differences of opinion, husband and wife, and that's almost to be expected. But sometimes it gets a little bit too intense, and that's what we wanted to address.
Right. Every couple disagrees. Any two people are not going to agree on the same things all the time. And it's how you relate to that disagreement that's going to be the really big foreteller of how you can resolve issues. So remember that it's normal. Remember that it can pass. Remember that it's here to teach you a lot of things about what's important to you, what you get heated up, passionate about, and how to resolve conflicts.
And I guess what we wanted to discuss, conflicts get very intense. So that's a big teacher, but it's very hard to have perspective. And often it's teaching us something about the past and where we're coming from.
I'll give you an example. My husband and I, one of the things that we have the most difficulty resolving between us is money issues. I also think that's common. We each came from backgrounds where we related to money differently. What's important, how much to spend. And it came to my attention that it was the thing my parents argued about. And that's why I feel more unsafe in that category. And just be aware of like where you're coming from, what your past, messages were, where you grew up, what did your parents fight about, what do you feel unresolved about, and remember that you can work things out with your spouse in a way that you couldn't as a child and you couldn't with your parents.
Right, so it takes a lot of self-awareness. Always it's important to remain safe, but we'll hopefully talk about that at a different time. But remember, fighting can be a teacher. It can be a terrible thing to get away from, but it's a very, very important dynamic for all of us. Hopefully we'll get to learn from ourselves and have more peaceful home environments.
Amen.